In hindsight, being Kondo is suffering. Are you hyped for Shinsengumi making a comeback? Are you hyped for Jiao 3 in action? Are you hyped for Yorozuya reunion? Well, all of your hype will have to wait a little longer. We have a gorilla wedding ceremony to attend. If you thought the days of comedy are over, this chapter will change your mind with this debacle. It is a chapter that made me believe. It is Sorochi's dream at its finest. It's amazing how the last couple of chapters escalated the hype level greatly with the long-awaited reunion and the comeback story. The trend was continuing well, with everyone getting ready for the final battle, and Tendoshu is preparing for their evil plan. They're close to the terminal, so it seems like the final destination is there. Sounds like a cool final stage to me. Once they arrive, they will use the Seirei Gate. Things are about to get crazy. That is until a reading appeared from somewhere nearby. At first I thought it was something serious, like maybe Kamui would make his return with the pirates. The mood was all serious, so I thought the situation was about to escalate quickly. Then I noticed the ship. Looks like a bunch of bananas. No joke, it's shaped like them, straight from a grocery store. I didn't know how to react to it. It's so silly. Then I remember one thing. Shinsengumi made a comeback in the last chapter. However, one fellow member is missing. Kondo. Rejoice, because this chapter explains his whereabouts. That very ship is holding a wedding ceremony, but not just a wedding. It's a wedding that is filled with gorillas, Kondo included. It presents a very rich dialogue that will capture your soul with tons of feels. Shakespeare would be damned to see excellent writing with gorilla spoutings all day. When Kondo was speaking, I couldn't tell apart from him and the rest of the family. It's majestic. I was floored by his wonderful joke that I couldn't even understand. Not one bit. It is easily the best text-heavy chapter ever made. What the hell am I reading? Kondo expresses thoughts best when he obviously has zero idea why the hell everyone is wound up from his words. Hell, he has zero ideas on what they're all saying. All he knows is he's there and everyone is on Earth doing a real important job. Being him is suffering. Easily the most tragic character after Madao. Then again, Madao is living in a rich life, so Kondo is now first. Sorry to say, but this is hilarious. Here I thought he fitted in, but I guess some gorillas can understand others. Sorochi has to be a savage writer for putting him through this. He even has the nerve to essentially rub it in. How so? Sorochi recaps the moment with Hijikata and Sogo reprising their role and motivated from their goal, including reuniting Yorozuya and make way for the new era. Hijikata is all fired up, once again portraying as the vice commander. Sogo is hyped to take out enemy, once again, as his sadistic nature tends to be. So where is Kondo? Why is he missing out the greatness? Funny how the flashback actually continues with Sogo asking Kondo on what he's going to do in his spare time. It has the build for something sincere. Hijikata and Sogo have their motive and they're nice. For Kondo, well, he's marrying a gorilla. That's a wonderful idea. I love how the panel with the wedding emphasized like this is the most magical idea he has ever thought. It could have been if Kondo actually goes through with it. Still, I laughed so hard at the build and how disjointed his goal is from others. How the hell this happened? Kondo and Masadari have a hilariously stupid conversation over the phone. Kondo calls it quit, but Masadari tries to reason with him, even though many of the points are ridiculous and have no ground to stand on. Then again, he tends to screw Kondo really bad many times before, so it's no surprise. All of his excuses are nothing but a long stretch of connection. He claims that the gorilla's son is actually his as well when you compare the two. Look, I know Kondo is in the same species, but I don't see the similarities in that regard. It is fine for him not able to see the connection because the son is still a child. When they grow up, they can become adorable and caring like Masadari's daughter. Way to go on indirectly insult your daughter's childhood. As touching as it sounds, even if it sounds dumb, the son has grown already. And yet, he bashes Kondo like a toy. So much for fatherly love. The gorilla he's marrying is named Princess Bubbles, and apparently the wedding has been going on for 3 months. Today marks the last day. I guess in a funny sense, Otai and Kondo pairing remains a possibility rather than a sunken ship. Good for the fans. It's too bad she won't able to stop this one like before. It's practically a done deal for Kondo, which will kill the pairing for good. All because they want the gorillas from the planet Sojo money. Yeah, that sounds right for marriage purposes. As this is tragic for Kondo, this whole segment has been hilarious. We receive Princess Bubbles' backstory. That's right, a gorilla's backstory is what I asked for. The weird part about it is how it somehow can be relatable as much as I don't want to point that out. After the last wedding was called off, she became a delinquent. You know, hanging out with the thugs, light up bananas, and so on. Even the image is close to reality. It's absurd but comical. When she returned home, she was carrying a child. Too much reality, Sorochi. Shame the child's name isn't Isao Jr. though. I guess you can say this is her rebound. Cool? Basically, Kondo is fed to her to fill in the void of a father and husband, even though the son isn't his at all. It's funny that Masadari tried to present the backstory as a touching scene, but Kondo isn't taking it. It's not even his problem to begin with. He finally thought, screw this, and runs off to make his grand exit. He even has an amazing roar that reads, "Uho!" Such fiery passion. Because of this, the guards couldn't stop him. They instead celebrate with him. Well, okay. It's easily the most tragic chapter I have read in a long time. Kondo, not knowing what he just said, is back with his bride. And any minute now, his life will be changed forever. The days with Shinsengumi are over. His love quest for Otai is over. Kondo is without a doubt the most tragic character ever. Luck has it as someone barges through the door to stop the wedding. Is another gorilla, but in a punk outfit. Logically speaking, that would mean he's the real father. Kondo has a second win and will use this opportunity to escape. I find it hilarious how he is going to full gorilla mode when he's already won. Perhaps this is his final form. Once more, he roars with "Uho!" and this time, I can safely say, I know how strong his words are. He's so determined, instead of giving her to him, he demands a challenge, for he will fight for her. Hell yeah! It sucks to be him. This chapter was quite something else. It's hilarious, no doubt. I laugh a lot at the absurd imagery of gorillas, and the transition to Kondo's misery is hilarious as messed up it sounds. I didn't expect to see a complete chapter filled with gorillas in every corner, but there you go. The hype for the climax can't wait, as we got an epic battle coming up with 2 gorillas. Is what I always wanted. Bonus, Kondo is half naked from the waist down. Praise the sun! There's a break after this. This is where it ends on. Sorochi is one party gorilla. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. I forgot to mention before, but it is true. What is up with Kondo's scar keep appearing and then disappearing from a lot of different panels? It's like Sorochi really forgot about the scars. One thing that could make it up is either fix it in a volume version or just acknowledge it in a comedy gag. That will be glorious. But what do you think is going to happen now? We have a break and the hype is all about the gorillas battle. Man, I never thought I would say that, but what in Gintama? What do you think is going to happen? Will Kondo win? Will he lose? Find out when we return from the break. But if you want to predict, share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, Take care.